Buenas a todos y a todas, aquí estamos en otro gameplay de The Witcher 3. Uy, vale. Vamos a empezar con la misión principal ya. Bueno, a empezar, a continuar. Os hago un breve resumen de lo que me acuerdo, de lo que pasaba antes. Lo que pasaba antes es que la reina, ¿es reina? Bueno, no sé, la señora que manda aquí, que no me acuerdo ahora mismo de su nombre, porque sí, porque mi memoria es así. Nos trae a Tucson para que acabemos con un monstruo que está matando gente, ¿no? Por así decir. Y para ello, bueno, y descubrimos que su siguiente víctima es el caballero, es uno de los caballeros que me trae aquí, que es amigo de Geralt, supongo que de los libros, no sé mucho más. Y para eso hay un festival y como a él le tocaba hacer pues como el conejo o algo así que tenía que esconderse, para encontrarlo tenías que encontrar, o sea, tenías que ganar las tres pruebas y dentro de cada recompensa había un cacho de papel que te indicaba dónde estaba. Y llegamos a donde estaba el caballero y estaba muerto. Y bueno, llega Geralt. Y ve que hay un vampiro, una especie de vampiro que le ha matado. Y se pone a perseguirlo hasta llegar aquí, donde entra en este edificio. Y ahí tienen como un diálogo él y... Es que no me acuerdo del nombre, lo siento muchísimo. Bueno, Ana Henrietta es la reina. Y bueno, Geralt se encuentra con Detlef, que es el vampiro malo, supuestamente malo por ahora del juego. Y peleas contra él hasta que viene... Tiene que buscarlos todos por aquí, no me qué puto coñazo. Como este de los últimos me voy a cortar las venas. Famoso modelo. A lo mejor hasta me lo he saltado ya. Bueno, viene un antiguo amigo de Geralt. El caballero se llamaba Milton. Y... No, aquí no pone nada del otro. Bueno, no lo he visto. No voy a darle otro repaso porque nos vamos a aburrir aquí. Y bueno, nos descubro que el antiguo amigo de Geralt, que sale mucho en muchos libros o algo así. Es ahora un vampiro y Detlef lo salvó, ¿no? Y Detlef está haciendo como una especie de cruzada para matar a los caballeros que nos están siguiendo los votos o algo así. Y nada. Ah, joder, si lo pone ahí. Regis. Regis es el amigo de Geralt. Joder, eso es normal. Y nada, nos cita. Dice que nos veríamos aquí, en el cementerio. Y aquí estamos. Tenéis mi breve resumen mal contado. ¿Y esto? Hostia, mira, una entrada. ¿Qué sería eso? ¿Este cadáver?
Decaying bones. Kikimores must have tunneled into the grave. Kikimores.
Ah, mira.
There's plenty around here.
Toma una de estas. Bien, no me ha contado. Vamos a romper los huevos de los bichos estos. Hombre, no, va a oler bien, ¿sabes? ¿Veis la estela que echa la espada? Eso es porque contra más cargas tenga la espada, como que se intensifica esa luz que echa. Es por las marcas rúnicas que tiene. Esto me he fijado en una cosa muy curiosa de la espada, y es que si os fijáis, a ver, si os fijáis, de la empuñadura salen como dos mini hojas más, que cuando guardas la espada se quedan fuera de la funda. Es muy curioso. Es la primera espada que veo así. Es la primera espada tan tocha que encuentro, claro. Sí que soy pesado, pero se supone que estoy haciendo la principal, pero no estoy haciendo la principal porque estoy explorando. Ah, pues sí. Sí, era por aquí. Me callo.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind, though we did not meet so I could prove how very original I am.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megoscope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
La mano de Detlef, ¿no?
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
The hand. What do you...
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
But if memory serves, Kovenarius never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by now. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Detlef was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of death.
Can't you just summon Detlef? You're both higher vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a
last resort? The hell?
There is a being who can summon Detlef. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to... But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with an exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's...
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlav's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Como la mano de la familia Adams, tío. Se sigue moviendo.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
¿Por qué no? Un rato hablando con un amigo.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what
Solo de
did
la
Geralt
verdad.
of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise. At first, I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlav bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
Todo lo que te pueda preguntar.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air.
But were you dead?
As
Feel anything? Understand it?
it's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I kept only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Totalmente de acuerdo.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
Si renaciera como lo hiciste tú, en mi nueva vida escogería ser brujo. Sí, yo creo que sí.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always.
Pero bueno.
I like being on the path. Like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
No me ha quedado bien claro que a qué ha mandado al cuero a buscar a kobolds.
Even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the dresses?
No que yo sepa.
As far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived, entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in...
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could...
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or... perhaps greed.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct. And a curse. In one place. That a coincidence? Or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Let's do this.
Bueno, si es saliva nada más, vale.
While I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. Do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought.
So, see.
Yes,
Vale.
till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
One last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable...
Alright. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Que se lo pediré. Claro que se lo pediré amablemente. Sí, sí, puede ser. O sea, si no tengo que matarme, si no tengo que matarlo y no es malo, se lo pediré. Claro. Es muy dialogador. Dialogador, claro. Nueva palabra. Ya han aparecido más bichos de estos, tío. Pero que fuera. Pedazo de bicho. Vale, ahora no veo nada con la... Sí, macho. Vamos a ver, ¿a dónde tenemos que ir? Ah, vale, me acuerdo de este sitio. Sí, me acuerdo de este sitio, de haber venido aquí antes. Aún así, sí que me embargues.
Never a good omen.
A ver, vamos a hacer dos cosas. Una, dormir un poquillo para que se pase el efecto. Vamos, que niebla, ¿no? Vamos a leer el bestiario, sí, ¿por qué no? Se me ha olvidado lo que tengo que buscar, la verdad. No os voy a engañar. Cuidado, voy a mirarlo. El tiene información sobre las criaturas moteadas. Criaturas moteadas, vale. ¿Híbrido? No. Malditos, porque otra cosa. Tampoco. Necrófago. ¿Dónde se supone que tengo que encontrarlo? El bosque. Morbus, Silvanos. Demonibestia. No, tío, no encuentro nada. Espectros. Presente. Oroides, no, ya mire. Insectos. No, tío. No, no está en ningún lado. ¿Dónde coño quieres que lo mire? No tengo ningún libro sin leer tampoco. Uy. Ah, vale. Ok. Y yo aquí rompiéndome la cabeza. Vale, que es que tengo que ir a algún lado, ¿no? Que me marca la señal para allá. Ah, claro. Joder, la misión. La puta. Voy pinchando todos los que no he leído y ya está. Además, si es algo que no conozco, tendría que estar en negro. Pie gigante, Kimora, vida pálida. Ah, joder, aquí. Hostia, qué puto retraso. Criaturas moteadas es la tranquilidad. Las criaturas moteadas son una subespecie de criatura que los brujos han conseguido extinguir. Son más grandes que las criaturas sin motas de su especie y deben su nombre a las manchas y efusiones de su piel. Viven en cementerios, ruinas y bromas abajo. Canta crear brebajes con sus propias emisiones. Bueno, eso es bueno. Le digo porque así nos dará su baba. De buenas maneras. No se muestran muy agresivas si no se las molesta. No obstante, pueden ser muy peligrosas al sentirse amenazadas. A baja la temperatura suelen estar en un estado de letargo. Se dice que los brujos encontraron un método infalible para superarlas, basado en el uso de la señal de Irden, y al menos eso dicen los brujos. Entonces las criaturas moteadas son como esto, ¿no? Las criaturas. Veamos pues.
Come on.
¿Cuánto llevamos de vídeo? 30 justo. Hostia, qué putada, ¿no? Pues vamos a parar aquí ya, justo antes. Mucho diálogo en este vídeo. Pero bueno, así va a ser casi todas las misiones principales, supongo. Bueno, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo. Si es así, denle like. Si quieren ver más, suscríbanse. Hasta luego.